Hola estudiantes, we're going to talk about direct objects and direct object pronouns, so make sure that you have your note guide, a pen or a pencil, and your Avancemos textbook. Okay, direct objects receive the action of the verb. So let's go ahead and fill out part A of the note guide where it says direct objects blank the action of the verb. Okay, so let's explain a little bit more because you'll see in this sentence in English it says we do our homework. Homework is the direct object because it's what we do. It's the thing that's receiving the action. Okay? They also answer the questions who or what about the verb. So in this sentence here we could say what do? We do homework. Okay? So that answers the question what. All right? So let's go ahead and finish filling out part A where it says they answer the questions blank or blank about the verb. Okay, so here's another example to show you how you can ask the question. It says, I read a book. Well, you want to ask, what do I read? Book. Therefore, book is my direct object in my sentence. Okay. Juan sees Ava. Who does Juan see? He sees Ava. Therefore, Ava is the direct object. So remember, it answers who or what receives the action of the verb. And notice in this sentence, it comes after the verb, right? I read a book. Juan sees Ava. This last part says that direct object pronouns take the place of direct objects. So remember that pronouns take the place of nouns. Our direct objects are nouns, right? She buys the jacket. What does she buy? Jacket. That's why it's the direct object. And we want to use a different word to replace so we don't have to keep saying jacket. So she buys the jacket. She buys it. It would be the direct object pronoun that replaces jacket. Let's identify the direct object in the sentence. Okay, see if we can figure this out. I need to pack my suitcase for Florida. So remember, we have one of two questions we can ask. What do I need to pack, or who do I need to pack? Well, obviously the question is what do I need to pack, and the answer is suitcase. So suitcase is the direct object in this sentence. I drink coffee in the morning. What do I drink? Coffee. Therefore, coffee is the direct object. She sees Juan in the hallway. Who does she see? Juan. Therefore, Juan is the direct object in this sentence. They buy the shoes for a good price. What do they buy? They buy shoes. Shoes is the direct object. So let's move on to the next page here. Direct object pronouns are commonly used in Spanish just like they are in English. So let's look for example. Do you have my cell phone? No, I don't have it. You would express it a similar way in Spanish, okay? Example number 2 says, can I buy the pants? Yes, you can buy them. So what we have here is cell phone is the direct object in this sentence, and we've replaced it with a pronoun in this sentence. Instead of saying, no, I don't have my cell phone, you just say, no, I don't have it. Okay? Can I buy the pants? Pants is the direct object, and here we've chosen a pronoun to replace the word pants. Yes, you can buy them. Okay, so before we do part B of the note guide, let's go ahead and fill in part C because I have the direct object pronouns right here. Okay? Me, te, lo, la, nos, los, and las. So next to me, you're going to put me because that's what it translates to. Me means me. Te means you. Remember, this would be informal. Lo can mean you, him, or it. And this would be a formal you. Okay? La can also mean you, her, or it. Nos means us. Los can mean you or them. And las can mean you or them. Okay, so let's look back up at part B of the video guide and fill that part in here. It's all in this one sentence. So direct object pronouns, or DOPs, you might hear me refer to them as DOPs, replace the direct object and must agree in number and gender with the direct object that they replace. And I'll explain that a little bit more later. Why don't you go ahead and pause and fill in part B. Okay, so here are some examples. Yo compro la blusa means I buy the blouse. We know that blouse is the direct object because it answers, what do I buy? And in this sentence, what we've done is we've chosen one of these pronouns to replace the direct object. Okay? Now because it's I buy the blouse, we see that the blouse is feminine. And we also know that we want to say I buy it. So look at our options. We have lo and we have la. Now because la is feminine, it has to agree with the object it has replaced. So la is the answer here. Yo la compro, I buy it. Look at the next sentence. Ella lleva los calcetines. She wears the socks. We want to say she wears them. So what we've done is we've looked up here, we found that them is either los or las. And we're using los because los calcetines is masculine, and obviously this is also plural. So the best answer would be ella los lleva. She wears them. Okay, when you have one verb, the direct object pronouns, or the DOPs, are placed right before conjugated verb. Okay, so for example, yo te veo means I see you. This word veo is a conjugated verb. Okay, it's placed right before this verb. Notice it's a little different in English. In English, you put it after the verb. Okay, so we'll have to get used to this before the verb. Literally, it's I see you, and we have to work backwards a little bit. Okay, here's another example. Nosotros los amamos. We love them. Okay, so we love them. And then the last one, I understand her. Yo la entiendo. Okay, I understand her. So pause the video and fill out part D of your note guide. Okay, when there are two verbs, you have two options when placing the DOP. So one is before the first verb. You'll see here, just like we did before, yo te quiero ver, I want to see you. Here's our conjugated verb, and our pronoun goes right before. Okay, but there's another option. You can also attach it to the second verb. So I want to see you means the same thing, but you'll notice in Spanish you have another way you can say it. Yo quiero verte. You literally attach it to this verb here that is not conjugated. I want to see you. Okay? So pause the video and fill out part E of your note guide. Okay, practiquemos. I'm going to walk you through these two slides here, so stay with me and pay attention, and then you'll do your own practiquemos. You'll do your own práctica on the note guide. So here we have ella tiene el libro. She has the book. We want to say she has it. Okay, so we have to identify our direct object. Well, if we say what does she have, the answer is the book. So we want to take the word, the book, and we want to replace it with a pronoun. Okay? Well, because we want to say she has it, we can either use lo or la, but because libro is masculine, we have to go with lo. So the answer here is ella lo tiene. Let's look at dos. Yo compro los lápices. I buy the pencils. We want to say I buy them. So we have two options, los or las, and because lápices is los, we're going to use los. Yo los compro. I buy them because it's masculine. Okay, let's look at tres. Yo llevo el gorro. I'm wearing the hat, the winter hat. You want to say I'm wearing it. Okay, because el gorro is masculine, the answer here should be lo. Yo lo llevo. Look at cuatro. Ellos compran las camisas. They buy the shirts. We want to say they buy them because camisas is feminine, and we want to replace it with them. We would say ellos las compran. Okay, cinco. Tú compras los zapatos. You're buying the shoes. We want to say you're buying them because los zapatos, we need to use los. Tú los compras. If you notice too, it's easy to remember because here it tells you which one you need. It says los, so we need los. Here it says las, so we need las. The only one that you can't really do that with is el gorro, for example. You need to use lo. So this word doesn't stay the same. It doesn't, you don't put el here, you put lo. Okay, let's look at the last one. Yo quiero visitar la tienda. We have two places we can put it because we have one conjugated verb and then another verb after it. Okay, I want to visit the store. You want to say I want to visit it because the store is it. We're going to put yo la quiero visitar. Or we could say yo quiero visitar la. Okay, let's do one more page. We can go a little faster here. I have the jacket. You want to say I have it. The jacket is la chaqueta. Therefore, we're going to say yo la tengo. She buys the soft drinks. She buys them. We know she buys them being the soft drinks. So we're going to say ella los compra. I'm wearing the dress. We want to say I'm wearing it. Okay, el vestido is it. Therefore, yo lo llevo. Cuatro, I buy the cookies. You want to say I buy them. Because cookies is our direct object, we're going to say las. Yo las compro. Okay, cinco, tú compras la bicicleta. You buy the bicycle. You buy it. Okay, because bicicleta is feminine, we're going to say tú la compras. And then the last one, nosotros queremos visitar el centro comercial. We want to visit the mall. Again, we have two verbs. Right here's one, and right here's another. Then we can either put it before this conjugated verb, or we can attach it to the end of this one. Okay, so what is it that we want to visit? The mall. So we would say nosotros lo queremos visitar, or nosotros queremos visitarlo. Okay? Now, if you have additional questions before you finish up part F of your note guide, see the notes provided on page 204 of your textbook.